Change may be coming to the way that Arlington residents interact with home builders here in town. After some residents have complained that the projects have become far too disruptive, the Arlington Redevelopment Board has come together to produce a slew of new bylaws to hopefully address the issue. Their goal? To address three major pain points: noise, mess, and disruption.
Neighbors saw us and descended on us. And it really kind of drove home how eager they were to have somebody to talk to and somebody to hear their concerns. A huge issue was no notification. People felt that these projects were just sort of being dropped on them and they had no idea that it was coming.
An ARB-sponsored survey revealed that almost 60% of respondents were never notified of upcoming construction. Nearly 70% who raised concerns never had them addressed by the town or the contractor. Under the new bylaws, once builders filed their building permits, they'd have 7 days to inform site neighbors of the upcoming construction, as well as the detailed timeline for its completion. They'd also need to carefully manage daily waste and secure construction materials in non-obstructive locations, among several other measures included in what ARB members are calling the Good Neighbor Agreement.
The construction agreement is pretty straightforward and nothing out of the ordinary. Many other cities have arrangements like this, and we looked at some before we drafted ours, which we're calling the Good Neighbor Agreement, because it's really just about sort of basic courtesies, if you will, that a developer should show to abutters and neighbors when they come into a neighborhood.
Still, town officials recognize that there are limits to their power to regulate construction on private property. Economic and legal forces both work to restrict what the town can do.
The issue of tear downs and construction of larger houses is not confined to Arlington, obviously. This is, the world today. The Northeast is doing pretty well financially compared to a lot of areas of the country, and people are building big houses.
It's got to have to be reminded that people have a lot of ability to do certain things with private property. And I don't want that tone to overwhelm your message. I just, it's important to highlight that you guys have really, and it's in here, you guys have really thought very creatively about how to best address these issues. You've sought information from the survey, you've gotten great responses, but you're also dealing with, the realities of what we can do with town bylaws and what we can't.
As Arlington continues to grow as one of Boston's most desirable suburbs, construction is likely to continue. Figuring out how to balance the concerns of its citizens and the needs of its developers will be an ongoing challenge. But if the ARB is right, these bylaws will make things just a little bit easier for both parties. For Arlington Public News, I'm Zach Merchant.